Those walls we built, they're wondering where we are now. And when we return to them, we'll say we were imagining a world where all walls crumbled, where none of us asked to put concrete and paint between us just to believe that what's ours is ours to keep. We gather here not to find our fears in one another's gazes, but to remember that there's an unwavering sea in each of our own eyes. We gather here like rocks beside rivers, and water springs from beneath us to find its way through the lines in our fingers and the bends in our backs. So we gather with hope and sorrow, with healing waters in our hands, and when we gather, tides change below our feet, currents shift in our bodies, and hand to hand we help each other. Hand to hand we hold each other's hearts. So I have family who's from Trinidad, and so I write a lot of poems about immigration and being a child of immigrants, and so here's a couple of those. This is called Stolen Glimpses. She can see it in the mirror if she looks without blinking. As her eyes become dry, gray clouds give way to sunlit skies behind her shoulders, and the air, swirling with the glitter of dust, looks bright and thick as home. Inside, it's her mother's house now. Lizards painted on her blue wooden chest shudder to life and scurry beneath it, and she can taste the air, plantains frying in the next room. She knows that this holds she can step outside with a wooden spoon, dip it into an avocado, and paint her tongue. If only she can move all that's left to change. Her face, still set so hard from what she's missing that she starts to wonder if the person she was is lost now, left behind. She tries, but as always, her stone face won't pretend, and she need only to look into her red, downcast away eyes to know she's far from home. This is called Speaking of Light. And then there are those of us like you and me, this generation in between, told our blood is melted sand from faraway islands. I can't say what we're all made of, but me, my skin is a shadow that you couldn't see if not for the light within me. And sometimes I think that's all we are, just lights and shadows, just the valleys the sun sees and the caves it blinks over, because there is no in-between. That's what we learn as suns shine on us from horizons nobody's ridden into before. And we are nothing if not light bulbs on a string, and we are nothing if not light, and we are nothing. And we are, as we've always been, looking for lights to lead our way, though the only lights we need are glowing from our insides, always beaming up the road before us, so when we reach a place that was once dark, we only know it in the light. Try to describe the dark without light flickering across your tongue, to speak of your voids without talking about what's missing. Try to think of your holes as something, and not a lack of something. And we are nothing without light. And if that's true, then I couldn't see you in the dark, knowing that you were once lit for me, and still you are the one I am lit for. Between us, we've got those forever bulbs burning, the ones that make you glow, the ones that won't go out when we dim when we're asking where we're from, and while we take a few moments to dream up the answer. I don't remember what they're called, those forever bulbs, but just between us, I think it's just fire which never really goes out, which drifts into your nostrils after you blow it away, whispering, remember me? And I do. I remember how you looked beside the fire. I remember how your shadows danced in the light. You calling us invisible, this generation of ours. You saying, and we are nothing. But baby, I'm something. If nothing else, I'm a light that burns for you. So, just gonna read a couple more. This one's called Born Today. I can only wish I had a name for the black child born today. You who welcomes the world to your life, shooting through waves of sound, already embracing the voice I've taken my whole life to find. Black child born today, the world is waiting, doors are closed, and the key you've got clenched in your small fist will leave no knob unturned. Black child born today, I believe I've already made your mistakes, and you better believe I've made enough for the whole of your lifetime. Still, you'll stumble, and when you do, we will repave our roads for all to walk on, because if we were painted by numbers that you came in at 13, invisible like the 13th floor, steeped in superstition so deep someone will give you a new name, hoping your mark will disappear. That's why I wish I had a name for you, black child born today, and that's why I'd give you my name if you had no other. Watch you carry it atop your head with a balance my teetering body has never known. We will never forget you, Black child born today. Walk where you want to, rest where you need to. I hope you'll find dark footprints left from days past. That's why I lay here where someday you'll stand. That's why I keep my breath steady, sweeping the dust away. So I'll read one more for now, and then one more later. So this one's called Mantra. You're amazing, and I love you. This is what I tell myself. Use it as some kind of mantra, like a wish I whisper to the moon. Hoping someday a sign to the darkness will be enough to lift me. The words start to lose their meaning, the way insults forget their histories, the way we shout, "Oh God," without really thinking of God. Eventually, you're amazing and I love you only means don't forget to breathe when my lungs might not remember, or there's presence in my solitude when there's any doubt of that. Eventually, I'm just going in circles, stuck between the confines of a mind that knows it's worthy and a world that says it's not. I've got my own words to comfort me, but I'm stuck there too, caught between my words and their echoes at an age when my truths won't be heard unless some white guy plays it back on his own track. If you're standing here waiting for my echo, no, it won't ring until I'm gone. Listen to my voice as it sounds today. I'm standing with those who can shake this earth, and still we've got people waiting until we're finished, waiting to know our legacy. If we all stop waiting and start moving, maybe we can live in this house we're building before it lives in an aging photograph. It's not that I haven't heard it all before. People tell me I'm amazing once they've already imagined me as they think I should be. Bones already set where they'll lay in my grave before they've ever set eyes upon me to watch how I move. There are people who are still waiting for me to jump long after I've landed, people who will call me amazing though they've long forgotten how it feels to be amazed. Reasons I don't tell myself I'm beautiful: 1, beauty can't be unfound, it is everywhere, it is obvious. 2, beauty is sometimes a curse. And 3, it is not always true. I try to walk the edges of our globe, but these unmarked roads are overrun by travelers who claim to be on their own, but nobody knows how it feels to be alone anymore, only what it's like to huddle in corners with everyone else who's so afraid of solitude they can't meet their own eyes in a mirror. How many times do you have to repeat your mantra before you begin to believe it's true? Afraid to trust in your own voice only because it's your own voice. If you rely on words to guide your way, let them be your own. If we remember each other, why can't we remember ourselves? Why can't we remember all that matters to us and let the rest fade like sunlight at the end of the day? When we're together, I believe we will live to see infinity reach its end, but then what's so wrong at the end of time? Standing in my own presence once more. Just long enough to say, you're amazing and I love you. Thank you.